How you doing, folks? It's Ron from Ron's Beers and Tools. And a little video here. I'm going to show you all the old tools that me and my brothers acquired after my dad passed away. Rest in peace, Dad. I'm having a cold beer. It's a Saturday today. I'm down here and collected most of the tools that I had picked up. And this is one of them. And you'll see the video out there for the people in the tool channels and the beer channels. And I hope you enjoy it. If you're going to drink responsibly today. It's a Saturday. Nice day today here in New England. Enjoy. How you doing, folks? It's Ron from Ron's Beers and Tools. This is a second installment, actually, of a video I did earlier, months ago, on my father's tools after he passed away. The kids, we get the tools, and these are some of the tools I picked up, and not really familiar with a lot of them, but you'll see what I'm talking about. You might identify them. These are, as you all know, nail punches. My dad was a working foreman and a good big do-it-yourselfer, and I had actually bought one a while back, and it's not as well made as these are. These haven't been cleaned up. None of the tools have been cleaned up. Nail setters, I guess you call them. My dad did a lot of work around the house. He actually, him and my uncles built the house we grew up in years ago. There's a Proto. That's a big one. Now we all seen the crescent wrench. I don't know how old this is. When I clean it up, I get a date on it, some numbers on it, and no more bunches. I don't know how old this is. When I clean it up, I get a date on it, some numbers on it, and no more. About it. This type of pair of pliers I'm not familiar with. The Smith Company. Opening the jaws on them. I'm not all that familiar with them. If someone has any comments on that. Plenty of these. My dad had a lot of these. Like I say, he was a working foreman at a plant, and he did a lot of the work there, and a lot of the tools were his that he used. This is again oddly shaped. This is some measuring starret, definitely for measuring. Plumb bob. I think that's old, but it is old, but they still make those. This type wrench here, very old looking to me. Another one, there's a bunch of them. I got two. My brother's got a lot of them. It says 9 Auto on it. Two of those. Now that's a glass cutter, and that's an old one. I know my dad uses quite a bit as he replaced the windows in the house, and some of the neighbors' houses that playing baseball, just playing hitting rocks. For the years, me and my brothers broke windows. A leather punch. My dad did a lot of work with leather, a number of things with leather. It's definitely an old one. Definitely well used. Got the soft metal there. A couple more of these wedges. They use those quite a bit in a number of different things. well used. WG6, you can see. This one's 6WG too. I hear the wrench. To get into some position, some location, actually Robinson is the name on it. Drop forged steel. As you can see, instead of straight on, it's offset to get in at wherever someone was working on at the time. Here we go, another leather punch. This is definitely old. See the screws for the center. Hold it together. Smaller version of that. This is basically just an old tape measure. 30-506 Stanley. 6 foot. They didn't have big long ones like they do today. Not too much use on this one. That was in his toolbox. Another wedge. Excuse me. I like this kind of stuff because I'm familiar with them. I think it said Stanley in here, but I'm not sure. The brand name goes in there. No, correction. It was a Craftsman. That's right. And there it is right there. This is a Craftsman. That's right. This is a Craftsman. The wooden handles, you don't see wood anymore. Those days are long gone. On this angle and the brass in there. That's nice. I didn't realize it was a Craftsman. I'm just seeing now that it's a Craftsman. Just seeing that now. And some planes. A Stanley, number 220. Stanley 220. That's what I don't know what the years on these are. May not be that old, but they were working tools for my dad. And another one. Very similar to this one. Bit smaller. Still got the wooden handle on it. If I strip the paint off, I've got a name here. There's a name there. Made in USA. There's a name someplace. I'll clean these up and strip them down and be able to identify some of these tools. This is a Big Boy Deluxe. Now this is from Master. Bright blade. My dad used, like I say, he worked a lot on the vehicles, at work, at home, helping people. He was roofed neighbors' roofs. One neighbor was afraid to go up on the roof, so he reshingled it for the guy. And as you can see, look at that. Is that not well used or what? Look at that. That is well used. Well used. Oh, this is the old style. This is my dad's old style screw holder. Look at that. This one's broke, or maybe this is just pushed down. Yeah, I think it's just probably pushed down. And that holds the screw. You push it up with the head of the screw. It grabs the head of the screw and it holds it. I don't know what brand this is. Oh, that's pretty old. It's another punch. Wear safety glasses. Snap-on. It's a Snap-on 3/16 PRC C-4. The Snap-on punch. And some little pliers. KRA. And now majority of them come now with safety handles on them, rubber handles. As you see. Now that's an old pair of pliers there. Just plain old. A little adjustable. Crestology steel. Made in USA. Like a little crescent wrench. Crestology, it's calling it. New York. like Jamestown, New York. Crescent Tool Company. So, this is the big brother. There's a little brother right there. This is like a water shut-off that the water department uses. Those big handles with the square on the bottom. So this was probably a specialized tool for some other machinery or something. There is a name on it, but it's kind of painted in. It definitely says USA on it. Pretty sure most of my dad, if not all of them, were USA made. Oh, nowadays, this is a scribe. To get your circumference, there must be parts missing out of here. And over here, screw and nut to hold it in place. So that's, this is old. You don't see them made like this anymore. At all, you don't see that. A metal ruler, not old. B&S gauge. So it's just a regular Stanley. No, it's a General. General number 310. So that's not all that old. This kind of stuff here is, you don't see rulers like this. At least I don't. I think this was on the first video I did. Lufkin. Made in England, but yet it's in inches. Probably they fold up to fit in your pocket for carpenters or whatever's using it. Finest quality aggregate screen cloth for screening of crushed stone, sand, gravel, coal, coke, slag, ores, etc. Hewitt Robbins Division. Conveyor Equipment Operations, Lytton System Incorporated. So there's some form of measurement. I wouldn't know how to use it. My dad did. He worked, like I say, he was a working foreman at a plant, and they had conveyors there. At one of the plants, they had maybe two of the plants. They had conveyors, and one was Winchton, Mass. Was one of them. Arrogant. Well. Hewitt Robbins. I don't know how that would be worked, but he would. People that work with that stuff would know. Nice piece of equipment. Nice. Had some blue in there. Back in at one time was all blue. That's pretty neat. Another tool. I think I've looked at. Yeah, I can't identify this one. Neither. Smith deals with something like that. Space. Yeah, almost the same setup, but probably newer. CF&I steel, CF&I space screens, super tempered. Measurement on inches here, down here to 6 inches. Working with conveyor belts, no doubt. That's pretty neat. Okay. We've all seen these. Starrett. We've seen these. Time saver, drill, tap, engage, and steel wire. Alright. That's what that looks like. Should have cleaned up pretty well. Come around to cleaning it. Drill wire engaged shaft from Machinery Screw Taps. The L. Starrett Company. Ethel, Massachusetts. The LS Starrett Company, Ethel, Massachusetts. Yeah, for tap sizes and drill bit sizes. These are pretty. Maybe this might be older, but probably is with the. I don't think that Starrett is in Ethel, Mass anymore. Excuse me. Gonna be getting time to have a beer pretty soon. My throat's getting parched. All right, and there's another. We're all familiar with these. But definitely this is an old style. That's an old style there for sure. Look at it, just the way it's made. I hadn't cleaned these up. I wish I had, and I'd be able to give a lot of the names of the companies that are on this. But just the style of it and the knurled knob here and the way that is designed. You won't see that type today at all. At all. I'll give another one of these. Hendrick, Carbondale, Pennsylvania. Hendrick wedge slot screens, perforated rubber clad screens, perforated screen plates. Hendrick. Well, there's another piece in here. Maybe these go together, or had been together. No, it's a smaller one, smaller version of over there. Wow, that's pretty neat. Wow. These two are together in here. I know my dad, like I say, he was a working foreman, used all these tools, these measurements for work. Here's another one. I wonder if this is the same as, but those are nice leather. These are leather. There's not any imitation of fake leather with metal on the side to hold it. So I don't know if we've seen this already, but we've seen the same kind. CF&I, super tempered, an alloy. Swiss. Oh, that's pretty good. I have a number of those, probably for different size conveyor belts or whatever. And last but not least is one of these. Remember these here? You open it up and you get a smaller screwdriver, and then screw it out. You got even a small one for fixing your eyeglasses. Yeah, I think they still make these. Not as good as this is, the way this feels. And the knurling on it. That's pretty neat. And this is for the pocket here. That's pretty neat. 3 screwdrivers in one. A little heavy though for the pocket, but it's pretty nice. So this is the tools. There's no more in here. You had a lot of stuff like this. The old files and rat tail files and so forth. But this is what there's a few more. I don't know where they're all at. I really scrounge about looking. But this is his tool that he had. My brother's got the rest. And he had a lot. My dad had a lot. If you have any questions on this or comments, just put them below. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys out there, particularly carpenters, machinists, have worked with a lot of this stuff. Okay, with that said, I'll wrap this up. And have a good day. And I'll crack my beer. And I'll, what we got here? We got a Jack's Abbey Honius Union, an IPL, 65 international bidder units, 6.5% ABV. Oh, that's going to be refreshing. My voice is getting a little cracked now. All right, folks, enjoy the day. Today's Saturday, if you're out there doing yard work, or you're going to a barbecue, and you're drinking some alcoholic cool drinks, or some beer, or ale, drink responsibly. Don't drive. Ciao.